Hi, I'm Laura McHarrie at The Hidden Edge with another tea break tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. Today, we're looking at the mentoring relationship with Katherine Kram's model and the skills that you would look for with Cohen's model. Both really useful for maximising the benefits of business mentoring. Katherine Kram was the assistant professor at Boston University School of Management. She found that there were 4 distinct stages of the mentoring relationship. And if you've been a mentor or have been mentored, then you will recognise them. So let's have a quick look at her model. During the first 6 months, some protégés or mentees identify very strongly with their mentors. They hold an unrealistically high picture of these mentors, and they draw a great deal of emotional support from the relationship. Others enter the program with some suspicion, perhaps as to the mentor's influence or standing. The mentor must go on to win the mentee's respect if that relationship is to succeed. At this stage, the mentor is drawn to the mentee because of his willingness or her willingness to learn and drives satisfaction from realizing that he or she can speed the mentee's progress. The middle period, this lasts 2 to 5 years in usual circumstances and is the most rewarding and rich for both mentor and mentee. The relationship is cultivated and trust and intimacy in the relationship grows. The mentor develops the mentee's managerial skills and reinforces the sense of competence, ability, and self-worth. The mentee understands the business scenario better and gets to understand how to control his work environment or her work environment. It is at this stage that the mentor gains almost a parental pride in his mentees and opens doors and gives greater confidence through his own influence. The mentee now has the skills to recognise the needs of other business people. The mutual confidence that develops between the two gives the mentee the ability to challenge the mentor's ideas, and it can be very productive for both. After 2 to 5 years, the relationship draws apart. Some mentees will feel anxiety and uncertainty, perhaps even a little betrayal, as the safety net disappears. Others, fully prepared, enjoy the independence and the ability to demonstrate their newfound skills. The mentor may still encourage his or her mentee and promote them at a distance and be kept well informed of the progress. However, some mentors can take this too far and are unwilling to let go. The mentee will become frustrated and ultimately hostile if this continues. The mentee will have assumed more responsibilities for his own training or her own training at this point. And then it is time to let go altogether. The mentor and the mentee will usually continue to have some form of interaction after the relationship has ceased, the formal relationship that is. And then gratitude replaces the mentee's need, and the two can now treat each other as equals, although there may be a period of uncertainty as they adapt to these new roles. In some cases, this uncertainty may never be overcome, and the mentee, scared that he or she will fall into the former dependent role, behaves hostile, which is a shame when that happens. The important thing is that the mentors understand and recognise the stages in the relationship and can adapt their style accordingly. And this is where we move on to Cohen's model. Now, many professionals who serve as mentors often have inadequate preparation for the realities of the mentoring task, which can lead to breakdowns even in the most committed of relationships. Cohen created the Principles of Adult Mentoring Inventory, and that allows mentors to take stock of their current strengths and development needs and prepares them for their role in the mentoring process. There are 6 mentor functions. The relationship and trust is the first one. The mentor creates a psychological climate of trust that allows the employees or the mentees who will receive a mentor as a listening, not judging, and honestly share and reflect back on their positive and negative personal experiences in the business environment. The mentor conveys a genuine understanding and acceptance of the mentee's feelings through active, empathetic listening. So in this exercise, you have an opportunity to score yourself, to self-assess on a scale of 1 to 5, say, with 5 being fab and 1 being not quite so fab, so that you can identify where your strengths and your areas or opportunities for improvement may be. The second purpose is for information and advice. The mentor ensures that tailored advice is based on accurate and sufficient knowledge of the individual mentees. The mentor directly requests detailed facts from the mentees about their current plans and progress in achieving what it is they wish to achieve, the training and the educational goals that they may have, and also offers specific comments regarding the relevance of sources and usefulness of that information. Facilitation and alternatives. The mentor assists employees in considering alternative views whilst reaching their own decisions about attainable career, training and educational objectives. The mentor guides employees or mentees through a reasonably in-depth review and exploration of their interests, abilities, ideas, beliefs and relevance to the business workplace. Confrontation and challenge. The mentor helps employees attain insight into counterproductive strategies or behaviours and helps them to evaluate their need and capacity to change. The mentor respectfully challenges employees' explanations for or avoidance of decisions and actions relevant to their personal development. The model and motivation. The mentor motivates employees to take necessary risks and to overcome difficulties in their own journey towards educational and career goals. The mentor shares or self-discloses appropriate life experiences, attitudes and emotions as a role model to employees in order to personalise and enrich the relationship. And finally, visioning and initiating. The mentor encourages employees to personally initiate, construct, change and productively negotiate through workplace transitions. The mentor stimulates critical thinking about the work in the future and reflects on the business plans for developing their own professional and personal potential. So there we go. There is a link to the adult mentoring inventory. If you want to download that, it's not free, you do have to pay for it, but a really useful guide for identifying where your strengths and your weaknesses are in a mentoring relationship. So there you go. Now you have two very simple explanations of Katherine Kram's model and Norman Cohen's models, really useful for maximising the benefits of business mentoring. Have a go. You can download the templates from the Hidden Edge website, share your stories there too. I'm building a portfolio of small business case studies, and if you've got some great examples, then I'd love for you to include them. So I think that's it from me. Time to finish my cup of tea off. And until next time, we'll say au revoir.